Welcome back, you glorious gazobos. I hope you're doing great. And man, I am really hooked on the story right now. I know last episode I took some time to just like talk about how cool I find the story and whatnot. And yeah, I'm like really into it right now. So I've recorded quite a bit today. Now I have to figure out how to say that word. Do you like Bendio bin ban? Nine day by bin day. Ooh. Sure, yeah, whatever's fine. The single cook manning the stall cleaves through customers' order faster than I think is possible. It's not long before we're walking away from the stall, paper-wrapped pancake in hand. We settle for a seat on the curb, far enough away from the foot traffic to avoid being trampled. Reva's going to run into trouble with Jett if she doesn't show at Golden Zone Fire this week. She can only help match so much. Besides, it's not like she can skip out on practice at the team house. Have you ever been inside a team house stunt? The Protos forces down his food with a thump on his chest. No, but I have seen pictures. It's an informal setting. It isn't hard to sleep in or slack off. But the type of people that do that usually don't become pro gamers, or at least don't last long as one. We still don't have any subs, isn't that going to be a problem? Let's worry about one thing at a time. There won't be much need for subs if we don't do our best next week. Still, the team is tiny, 5 people including management. Jett wasn't kidding when she said she wanted a lean team. The sudden thought of a team, gosh. Of a team, oh wait, hold on. I remember this. That's the word for the teeny little tiny apartment, like the little micro. And yeah, so rather than a team home, a little teeny tiny, like everyone in closet, everyone sleep a single file, and then you got so here's what I imagine. You got a doorway, right? You got the doorway this way, then you got like some beds, little tiny beds, like right here, and then one long desk with computers. That's all. You sleep, you sit up, play, you sleep, sit up. It's kind of hilarious. Like, oh, time for bed. Oh, time for practice. Oh, time for bed. I don't know why I think it never leaves the house. I'm sorry. This just made me smile. Oh, yo, Excel, what did you do with all the prize money you won from Brood War? That's kind of a personal question, isn't it? Oh wait, that's not. Hold on. I'm sorry. I don't mind answering. Spent about half of it on general living expenses and stuff for my family. The rest I got saved. Lame. What's the point of winning if you don't spend all of them? I've earned 40 million won or so. Not counting salary. That may sound like a lot, but it's easy to go through if you aren't responsible. After this sentence, Excel is trying to talk into him. Stunt stares off into space. Hold on, let's find out something. He said he had about 40 million won. Let's, right? 40? Million won. Damn, that is absolutely nothing. That is $35,000. Like, don't get me wrong, that's a big chunk of change. But still, that's a All right, what was I doing? What was going on? Oh yeah, money. I won the VCL grand finale. I'd buy a car or house. A new P. I've died. A new PC. You continue rattling off a list of a dozen superfluous objects in a way that only someone who's lived without worrying about paying rent can. Excel and I both take the chance to eat without interruption. But still got 100 million won from the first VCL, right? So 100. So that's almost like $100,000, right? Because if 40, because it was 35 and some change. So you know what? Let's round up. Let's say it was just equals like 1,000. 40 million won equals 40,000. So yeah, that'd be, yeah. That plus some, probably. Why? I wonder if I could convince her to trick out the team house. Feel free to ask. Just make sure I'm there for her reaction. What about you, Match? What would you do with your big winnings? I don't know. Save it or something. God, chicks on our team are so boring. Don't forget that all the time you spend climbing the StarCraft ladder, someone else is spending climbing a corporate ladder. If you're only in esports for the money, get a real job. It's no big deal. After I make it big as the next Protoss Mafia boss, I'll just get a job as a coach or a team owner. I've got it all planned out. There's no convincing stunt at this rate. Not that I can blame him. I wasn't any more responsible when I was his age. With the final bite, what's left of my butterscotch is little more than grease on a napkin. I'm joined by my teammates when I move to toss away the trash. Heading home, Match? Yeah, I got a ladder for a bit, then sleep. Gotcha. I'll be at the cafe by 10. Don't be late. Not like we have anything better to do. Three of us turn separate ways out of the alley. I endure the walk back to my apartment in silence. Reva just gonna be chilling there again. I stare at my cell phone. The light coming through from its screen is bright enough to make my eyes glaze. Then it goes dark and I slide my thumb over its screen to wake it. Repeated this ritual 4 times now. My head falls against my chair and I close my eyes. Why do I feel like this? It's been almost 2 weeks since I last spoke to my parents. Admittedly, I've been busy with StarCraft since I met Excel and Jett, but I'm still overdue for a call. My finger hovers over the contact number before it can fall to dial them. Phone escapes my hand and falls onto the desk. Does it really matter? I don't have much to say. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Yes, everything's fine. No, I'm not dead. No, I haven't given up either. Telling them about the team, nothing. I'll pretend to share my happiness in a victory, but there's always an underlying criticism to every congratulations from them. A win isn't a win. It's another crumb leading me to chase a pointless esports dream and away from the life they think I should be living. It feels wrong to be cross with them. They raised me, paid for my existence. I'd be an ingrate to ask for more. Yet, I do want them to accept my goals for what they are. Hope for more than that'll grow out of StarCraft. Okay, I have to say this. I know I've gone on a rant about like parents and me thinking that it's dumb. Parents don't really support their kids' goals when it comes to esports or things like that. But I will say this. You should support your child's goal, if nothing more, because of the fact none of us asked to be brought into this. Like, none of us, like, no one, but I mean, unless there's a factory up in like heaven or some crap where there's just a bunch of souls going, yep, I picked that life right there. Sounds good. Yep, the number 4, extra large. Yeah, take that one. Yeah, I don't think that's how it goes. But so yeah, none of us exactly asked to be brought into existence. And yeah, you might pay, as a parent, you're like, oh, I pay for everything for you. But they have to, like, kids have to pay the price of being brought into the world by you. Long after you're gone, they're still gonna have to be paying bills. They're still gonna have to do it. They're still gonna have to live a life. So I'm just saying, if nothing else, yeah, maybe your kid's going down a dumb way on life, or has like a goal that you think is kind of, oh, that's not going to get them very far. Don't try and be, have that conversation with them. Hey, like, let's take esports. Let's say parent don't agree with that your kid should be in esports. Okay, so sit down your kid. And I don't mean when they're like 13, maybe like wait until like, I don't know, maybe mid high school, when they should start thinking about their future. And sit them down and be like, hey, I know you're wanting to pursue this esports stream. I know you want to become a pro League of Legends player, all right? But not everyone can do it. There's not a very high success rate, and you have to accept the fact that there's a very high chance that you won't get there. And you should be looking at also having a backup plan. Something else that you can do aside from that if it doesn't work out. And then have this conversation. Make sure they understand. Give them that piece of advice. But then after that, maybe every now and again, sit down, ask them how they're progressing in their goal. Hey, you wanted to go pro with esports, right? Are you still pursuing that? Yes, I am. Okay, how's it going? What have you done to try and improve? What are you doing? How's the goal you set out for? What are you doing to get there? Try and listen. Because random story time. I know that random story time that has nothing to do with this story. When I was younger, I really liked acting, and I'm still actually a big fan of acting. Of course, when I was like 13, 12, I was like, yeah, I want to go big and famous. I want to be action movie star. But honestly, now growing, and my mom had the respect to tell me that, I've been doing it since I was younger. And once I got old enough to understand, my mom did tell me, she was like, hey, look, I know you'd want to go big with acting like that, but it's most likely not. Have a plan B. Find other things you like. Be ready if that doesn't take off. And even to today, I still go to auditions. I still participate in acting and am active in the community here. But I mean, not Johnny Depp. But I enjoy doing it along with other things. So yeah, I think that's the proper way to go about it. Now back to this. Sorry about my random conversation, but there you go. Oh, it's the same with my friends from high school. They pretend to, but I know they look down on me. Also, if your friend tells you they're trying to go pro and they're really trying, and you're just giving them some backhanded, like, oh, good, yeah, we believe in you, just rude. You're your friend. Give them support. Help them out. Okay, again, continuing. It's a video game. Why do you care so much? Do something that you you're better suited for. When is it right to give up on a dream? How many failures does it take before you say, alright, I'm done trying. I'll just take a job at the family business. This tooth is still killing me, especially with all the reading I'm doing right now. Let's see here. If I lose to Bolt, should I quit StarCraft? Would it be nothing but pride to continue on? Even if I win, what then? What if the team does poorly? What if the team does well, but I hold them back? Will StarCraft 2 even last as long as Brood War? What if there isn't any prize money left in the scene a year from now? What if I start to hate the game? Is it wrong to think this way before such a high stakes match? I can't help it. I know what matters and I know what I have to do. But why can't I just do it? Carry myself onto the bed and bury my face in a pillow. Somehow, I think I'm finally starting to understand what Mr. Yeon says. I actually do think that was good advice from him. You can play not to lose all you want, but eventually you have to play to succeed. I'm awake. I've been awake actually, but I don't feel like getting up. I tell myself to do it for the third time, but I don't. We have to practice. I don't feel like practicing. Hey, get up, the team is waiting for you. I want to lie here though. Just do that? No. Probably sick from the street food and just going to lie here until I feel better. You aren't sick. Get up. Not now. Soon though. You want to beat Bolt? This guy's a total prick. If you don't practice, he'll beat you and you'll feel terrible. I already feel terrible though. I'm gonna lay here. Get up. Get up, get up. We've broken the system. The FBI. The sound of repeated, unrelenting knocks wakes me up. Glance at my phone, answers with the immediate question. It's 2 p.m. I shamble my way towards the door and glance through the peephole into the hallway. It's Jett. She doesn't look happy. Turn the knob and crack open the door, offering no resistance when she forces it the rest of the way. She glances over me, not bothering to veil the disgust in her expression. What are you doing? The entire team has been waiting for you to show up. Her tone demands an answer, and I rush to obligate with an excuse. I don't feel well. You look fine. Get dressed, and get your ass to Golden Zone Fire. I run my hand through my matted hair and glance away.